welcome to English Lovers by Hannity. Through this video, my dear viewers, I'll be teaching you synthesis of sentences. I'll be teaching you how to synthesize sentences into one single simple sentence by three methods. Okay, other methods are also there to be discussed, but in this video, we'll be particularly focusing on those three methods. So, our topic of discussion today is synthesis of sentences. Synthesizing means to combine the sentences into like any fraction or one sentence. Okay, synthesis of sentences means to combine the sentences into one sentence. Okay, it can be a simple sentence, it can be a compound sentence, or it can be a complex sentence too. Okay, depending upon the kind of question that we get, we try to convert it accordingly. Okay, so the first kind of sentence that we're gonna convert the two sentences into is the simple sentence. Okay, first of all we need to do little bit of briefing about the simple sentence. In case of simple sentence, we used to have a subject and a predicate. And second thing that we need to remember out about the simple sentence is it is called as independent clause. Okay, it is not dependent upon any of the clause. Okay, it is independent. One single sentence obviously will be independent clause, it won't be depending upon any other sentence for its meaning. So it is an independent clause. Clear? So then thereafter comes the thing like if we have the number of subjects, okay, we have two subjects or three subjects, and we have one predicate, then it will be called as a simple sentence. If we have more than one predicate, then it can't be called as a simple sentence. Okay, if we have two predicates, that means we have two action verbs in the sentence, we cannot call it a simple sentence. Simple sentence will carry only one predicate, that I have already told you. Okay, then next thing that is very important is converting two simple sentences. Okay, two simple sentences into one single simple sentence. Okay, simple sentence. How we do that? Okay, when we have two sentences, okay, then definitely we'll have one subject or two subjects but one predicate, then full stop. One subject or two subjects and then one predicate, and there will again a period, that means a full stop. Okay, there will be again a full stop, and after that full stop you need to convert that into the single sentence. And as you're going to convert that into the single sentence, what you need to see is the predicate again, which is 2 in number, will become 1 in number. That means you need one action verb to complete your statement. That means subject can be one and predicate can be one, or subject can be many, but the predicate will remain one in your answer. When you're going to answer about these two sentences getting converted into one single simple sentence, then you have to make sure that predicate is one, then it will become simple sentence. Now the next thing that comes about the conversion is that one we have to use some methods. I'll be talking about three methods as I mentioned earlier. The first method that I'll be talking about is infinitive. By using infinitive, okay, I can alter this, like whatever is to be started first I can alter that thing. Okay, but the thing is we're going to talk about infinitive, how to use infinitive to change two sentences into one single simple sentence. And we are going to talk about it also, like how participle is going to be helpful to change any sentence into single simple sentence. And then we are also going to talk about the noun, okay, or the phrase in apposition, using a noun or phrase in apposition. It is not opposition but apposition. Phrase in apposition, something said similar to the given previous word. Okay, so in the form of phrase. So in that case we're gonna do it like this. Okay, so we will be talking about three methods: one by infinitive, one by participle, and one by noun or phrase in apposition. Okay, and after that one, what's the thing is like we are going to deal with is the first one, that is participle. Okay, I'll be teaching you now how to convert two sentences into one single simple sentence by the help of a participle. So to know that, we need to know what is a participle. Participle is actually a form of verb which can come in the form of third form or can be v1 plus ing. Okay, let me just keep it down. v1 plus ing. Basically, we call them past participle, okay, and present participle. It is present participle. Okay, so two names I have given you. One is present participle. Sometimes we use present participle and sometimes we use past participle. Past participle, to convert a sentence into the phrase, is possibly to be used when we have any passive voice in the question. Okay, there we can do it. Okay, otherwise not. Let's see what else we can talk about in this particular video. Okay, first of all, I told you what is participle, and now we're gonna have the example of the two statements, okay, which are framed already, and we're gonna convert them into one single sentence. Okay, like Portia was unhappy. She denied, sorry, not died, denied the proposal. Okay, she denied the proposal. How to convert that one? We're gonna simply write being unhappy. We used be, like be was been. So main verb of the first sentence actually gets converted into the participle form. Be, then ing we added, and it became a participle. Being unhappy, okay, being unhappy, comma, now it became a phrase from a sentence. Now as it became a phrase from a sentence, the next portion will remain as it is. Being unhappy, Portia denied the proposal. Okay, Portia denied the proposal. Okay, being unhappy, Portia denied the proposal. That is the answer. Okay, now let's talk about being unhappy. You see, we took the first verb of the first sentence. Okay, we took the first verb of the first sentence, whether it is action or action verb or not, it does not matter. The thing is, we are going to convert that into the action one or the state of action. So accordingly, that being unhappy, we made it, and we made it a phrase. Okay, Portia, we use Portia in the next thing because that was a pronoun. If we talk about the separate sentences, Portia denied the proposal. Okay, so being unhappy, Portia denied the proposal. That is the whole answer. We got to one action verb here, and this is the last portion. This can come at last. So Portia denied the proposal, being unhappy. Or actually, when we write it in the phrasal form, then definitely it should come in the beginning to make a formal statement. Being unhappy, Portia denied the proposal will be the one with the help of participle. We used this participle form of word, okay, in the beginning, and then the rest of the information is written in the phrasal form, and then the whole of the sentence, separate sentence, is written separately thereafter. Okay, I hope that you have understood that participle. Okay, like how to use participle to frame a single simple sentence. Okay, now I will teach you that how to use infinitive, okay, to actually change two sentences into one single simple sentence. Okay, like for example, we have example, she works very hard. Okay, and why she works very hard? She wants to succeed in life. She wants to succeed in life. Okay, double C, succeed in life. Okay, two sentences are there. She works very hard, subject and predicate, and subject and predicate. Okay, and we are going to convert that into the simple sentence, one single simple sentence. What we're gonna do is we are going to take we're gonna make infinitive verb, but firstly we need to understand what is infinitive verb. Okay, what is infinitive verb? Infinitive means like which is infinite. Okay, infinite verb which is not depending upon any subject's number, like whether it is singular or plural, it does not matter. But the thing that really matters is the verb is carrying 2 plus verbs first form, that is present form of verb. Okay, 2 plus present form of verb means it is present infinitive verb. So when, how to use infinitive in the previous case? Okay, let us see. Here we have this. Okay, she works very hard, and we're gonna take the second sentence main verb, and we're gonna write like she works very hard to succeed in life. We already have that one, to succeed, there in the second sentence. She works very hard. Why she works very hard? To succeed in life. So it does not depend upon the subject's number, whether there is singular subject or the plural subject. Infinitive and the finite verb, the only difference between infinitive and the finite verb is that finite verb depends upon the subject's number, whether it is singular or plural. Like the works is a finite verb because it depends upon she. Works we applied because the pronoun is she, and that is why in the other case to succeed is not depending upon he, or he or she or any of the pronoun or the number of the subject. So that is why to succeed here is getting used to make the simple sentence. Okay, she works very hard to succeed in life. We cross the second action verb, that is wants. Okay, she works very hard to succeed in life. That is the second method. Okay, that is the second method. Now the last method that comes is like using the noun or the phrase in apposition. Using noun or phrase in apposition. Apposition, not opposition but apposition, like which is working as same. Okay, in that case, so for example we say Newton was a great scientist. Newton was a great scientist, one sentence. He made many discoveries. Okay, he made many discoveries. Newton was a great scientist, he made many discoveries. In both of the sentences we are talking about one person, one subject, that is Newton. Here in this case it is Newton, in other sentences it will be different one. Okay, but in this case it is Newton only. Okay, now when we talk about phrase in apposition, we write a phrase after the noun with the comma. Okay, like phrase in apposition actually means when we talk about the same thing of a same person, like here Newton is there, and Newton, we can call him a great scientist also. He has done something, like he made some discoveries. Okay, when we write the answer, like we can write Newton by using the phrase in apposition, Newton comma. Now phrase in apposition, all are actually in the phrasal form. We are writing actually Newton, a great scientist, and we got one verb only. Okay, one verb, that is made many discoveries. Okay, Newton, a great scientist, made many discoveries. I hope that you have learned the three of the methods by which we can convert the sentence into single simple sentence, because in simple sentence we need only one action verb. Here also, by the use of the phrase in apposition, we are making one single simple sentence. I hope it is clear now. So subscribe to the channel and tell your friends also to join in for the classes. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Take care. Bye bye.